tasted like those cigarettes, staring at the moon. We'd go to bed in my arms, you're safe and sound without a threat. And I can't wait to see what happens next. How far can we get if we sail a little bit high, a little bit low? How far can we get if we sail a little bit high, a little bit low? We're still a little bit young, but I'm all in. We're still a little bit dumb, but I'm all in. We're still a little bit young, but I'm all in. We're still a little bit dumb, but I'm all in. Our lips, they tasted like those cigarettes, staring at the moon. We'd go to bed in my arms, you're safe and sound without a threat. And I can't wait to see what happens next. How far can we get if we sail a little bit high, a little bit low? How far can we get if we sail a little bit high, a little bit low? We're still a little bit young, but I'm all in. We're still a little bit dumb, but I'm all in. We're still a little bit young, but I'm all in. We're still a little bit dumb, but I'm all in. A little bit high, a little bit low. I need us to be a little bit high, a little bit low, completely alone.
Hello, hello, and welcome one and all to Paradox's Magical University, where we play all sorts of games. Sometimes we're playing some Minecraft with my good buddy Moonbeam. Sometimes we're in the land of Okami and Nippon, just drawing art and killing demons. Hello, welcome, welcome. And sometimes we're just doing some heckin' art. That's today. Let's get into it. Doop-boop-doo. Welcome, welcome everyone. Ba-ba-ba-da. It's lagging, what the hecky heck. Ba-ba-ba-da. I already see Wazanor and Chibi Chia 2 are here. Thank you for following. It's me, Polyu Paradox, the Tatum. Hello. So, for the new viewer, which, good to see you, wow, I've lost my train immediately. Before we get started, we tend to do this, Stream Raiders, in the background. So, if you want to play Stream Raiders, you can do so on almost any website and any device by going to streamraiders.com, whereupon you can join me on this battle map right here. It's free to play, and you can drop 1 unit down every 5 minutes for a grand total of 6 units. And the theme for this particular season of Stream Raiders is these robots. So you gotta put like melee units here so that they can try and catch this melee robot. You gotta put like defensive units, I don't know, here, so that they can rush and try and capture this defensive robot. All the while, you're just trying to make sure no one overruns you. It's a bit of a cluster heck, but that's kind of the fun. Anyway, I already did the spiel, so, like, I guess, like, normally I do the spiel after I've put down, like, little, battle plan things, which is what I'm doing right now. So anyway, but jumping over, oh, I knew I forgot something. I forgot the background music. How can we possibly, actually, I also need to get the disclaimer so that I am crediting, NCS, which is short for non-copyright sounds. For copyright reasons, there's a thing I need to paste, and I'm having trouble figuring out where. I don't want to open the music library, do I? Whatever. You know what? I'll just put right here. Sorry about that. Music provided by NCS. There we go, and that should cover me for that, because yeah, it's free to use, it's non-copyrighted music, the only thing they ask is that you credit them, which, yes, they're providing the playlist that you guys get to listen to while I do art. Of course I'm going to credit these awesome artists that work together to make this astoundingly large library of music. There's a minimum of 716 songs in this library. So, like, heck yeah. Heck yeah, I'm gonna credit them and use their awesome music. By the way, there's this running joke, though it's less of a joke and more of reality, that every time I go live, I'm missing some piece of the puzzle. Some piece every time. Alright, stretch. Stretching backwards. And to the right. To the left. Some clockwise rotation here. And some counterclockwise rotation. Yeah. All limbered up. There's always some small piece of the puzzle between, like, posting, making sure certain elements are active or deactive, just something. I try my best. But we have fun here regardless, so. Oh my god, have I actually done over 500 of the songs since I started? That's a lot. Yeah, we're on 504 out of 716. That's quite the list. Come on, YouTube, just work. YouTube, I might copyright.
Chibikia2 says, hello sir, am I allowed to have my fireworks here?
Are you allowed to have your fireworks? I don't see why not. I mean, the classroom has been known to have a few fireballs. Blah blah blah, page unresponsive. Just let it'll load. Come on. I know it'll load. Though sometimes refreshing helps for some reason. It's like it partially loads and then it hangs up on something and then when you refresh. There we go. Whoops, what just happened? There we go. Let's refresh. Okay, make sure it's the right volume. A little bit more. There we go. Alright. So, to kind of explain this, I have a D&D character named Erica Emberwild. She is a fire genasi. There is a race of people in this universe that are mushroom people. They're called the Shroomlings. And, well, we found them in the middle of a forest, and they couldn't really communicate with us, so they gave us a bunch of magic rings that kind of turned us into them. And this is my design for my Shroomling. The thing to know about Erica is that she kind of has two personalities. So this is Infernia. The dress is replaced by these little shroom wraps and this like little crown that sprouts out of the hat. Infernia is like the angry kind of pyromancer that wants to burn everything, whereas Erica is kind of just this kind of calm, quiet, just wanting to help people. So yeah, we're currently working and probably working this entire stream on this dress that I decided to do that one mushroom where there's like this wispy hexagon stuff, and so yeah, her dress is just this hexagon mushroom wispy stuff, and that's what we're gonna be doing. Just a heck load of hexagons. And a few pentagons here and there. Because in nature, when you need to drop a few hexagons, you just merge them. You just merge them. So, that's what we're doing. Maybe, if you're a mushroom creature that can't really talk, then maybe you're a Shroomling. Erica Emberwild is a Shroomling, currently. Infernia is a little pissed about it. She's like, why would you agree to this? You understand we can be stepped on now. Fucking spiders can kill us. The tiny little spiders we could just crush underfoot, yeah, those are lethal now, you idiot. Why would you agree to this? What's your problem, Erica? And Erica's just like, but the tiny mushroom people just needed help. And they look so cute and innocent and... Yeah, everything looks cute and innocent until they fucking kill you, Erica. So that's the dynamic. When Infernia is in control, chaos reigns. By the way, she doesn't have a face yet because I haven't gotten to that. Shroomlings don't have mouths, They do have eyes. They have this weird little ripple thing for a nose. And they have these weird little swirly tangles for, like, effectively cheek blush. So yeah, I'm just working on the hexagons of this dress for the foreseeable future. This is the life I have chosen for myself, like it or not. Okay. Alright. So, I hope you're all doing well. If you got any snacks, I would like to know about them. Do you have, like, a candy you enjoy eating, or, like, maybe an energy drink or a soda that's extra delicious that's just next to you at all times? For diet reasons, I tend to just drink water, but I do love the flavored water. I do love tea. If I do drink a soda, it's probably going to be a fruity soda, like grape or something. Oh yeah, that's right. Just drop this temporarily. Alright, the weave is getting thicker faster. And I think this is going to aim for just below the curve. And then here needs to aim for just below the curve. No. Right about here. There we go. Alright, now I can pop back to this. So my next goal is to move this about here. Out of curiosity, what are you typically? Alright, let's see here. Like when you roleplay or have video games and you get to choose a race. Okay, foxes are good. I like them. Alright, so between these two, the thinnest part of the weave is actually this thing. So this goes straight to the top. These kind of go up in parallel, but not all the way. And then we get some pentagons. Alright. In between these two pentagons, the thinnest piece closest to the middle would be this one. So same sort of structure. Use some pentagons to connect them. They look kind of like boxes because the weave is getting thicker, which is kind of important. This one's the thinnest here. Alright. And I think this one's the thinnest. You do like trying other characters though? Yeah, I think it's fun to get some diversity. see how life works in other people's eyes. I don't know if you know Guild Wars, but I'm a Asuran engineer on one character and a Sylvari ranger on the other. When I chose ranger, I didn't know I'd have to effectively earn all of my animals. You're gonna have to get going though? Okay, well I hope you enjoyed and I hope you come back. Have a great day. And yeah, no, just have a great day, honestly. See you! Making all these hexagons, 'cause they really are so good. So many six-sided hexagons, and every so often pentagons, but we don't like to talk about them too much.
My heart rages around like an ocean in my head, because there are so many things that I left unsaid.
So many things left unsaid. I can almost feel you walking in the distance. Reality echoing inside these parallel dimensions in my dreams. Alright. Up by another 2.
My heart rages around like an ocean in my head.
Alright, back over to the guideline.
I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but
That's like kind of perfect for the guideline to be there at that point. I kind of wish that that stuck on the curve, but I'll make that work. Alright, from here on out, I need to get the dress really thick. I need to get the holes really small. And I think I can do that. Also, the end is kind of in sight, finally. Probably a little higher than that, actually. Not by a ton, though. Alright. Back over to this. Just to make sure I didn't mess up. Yep. We're good. Alright. Oh yeah, the pentagons. Alright. In between these two, you're the thinnest. You're the thinnest by far, so you're definitely the one that shrinks down. Okay, yeah, the weave is definitely starting to get more crowded, and that's kind of half the point. This one.
to hold
next one. There aren't any small ones, so I'm just going to ignore that pattern. The smallest one here that I want to deal with is this one. Alright, that takes care of the pentagons. You know what? I need a new one here because these are just way too shrunken. I think there's going to be an emergence of a lot of pentagons here in this region. Are there any other particularly small? No. Yeah. Alright. Actually, here's pretty small. I'll do one here too. There's just a big crunch as the dress kind of starts shrinking. And just this side was ill prepared for it. I think in the crunch itself, these outside bits have to form pentagons. They're just not really given a choice. That's gonna be hard to fix. Yeah, let's just undo all of that for a moment.
Sun is out here overseas. Dark emotions ever torn so deep. Falling down through the clouds on.
There we go. Alright, let's see how that works out. Whoops. Yeah, that works. Alright. Pentagons. There will be a lot. So, default pentagons. Heck yeah, right here. Alright, between these two, you. Alright, between you two, here. Okay, any other bizarrely thin things? Not bizarrely thin, I think we're good now. Alright. Memories. Alright.
When I let you go, let's just pull you closer.
You closer.
I can't understand where it came from, but you got it, my got it. It began in the land of the sandstorm. I fought it, though I wanted everything to do with what you give to me. Loosening my grip as pulled you into me.
Alright. 40. I think I'm gonna do the same sort of thing. So, you aim for about here, and you do this. You kind of aim to straighten, but then... Okay, hold on. You aim for here. You link. You're kind of tugged in this direction a bit, and then linked in. This is probably the second to last thing. Actually, if that's the case, this is the second to last row. Basically, yeah, half. Alright. Same sort of deal. You go halfway. Alright, back to the guide. This will probably be the second to last layer. And here I thought I'd be working on this for a long time. Alright, second to last row, here we go. Alright. Between you and you, there's so many thin candidates, but I think I'm choosing you. Alright. There is no between you two, so I'm going to ignore that. The thinnest one here is you. Alright.
Told myself to push and never stop. I've been stressed out, watching both these hands around the clock. With my eyes wide, trying to get the panorama shot. Whole world getting blurry to me, answers getting lost. So I watch my back and keep it moving to the front. And remember
Alright.
the world's yours, do it how you want. You've been waiting here for too long. Think it's time for you to move on. Realize that there's real lies in these real times to be strong.
I've been waiting all my life, and it was right before my eyes. Watching all this time slip by, now I realize. You know I've been waiting.
Alright. Chances are this top part is a solid line, but oh yeah, this is so thin right here.
My whole life I'm forever grinding, waiting for my time to shine just like a diamond. When life is rough and I ain't with that funny stuff, I use it all as motivation, but it's hard to have the
Alright.
patience. Watching time fly by might be the hardest thing I have to do in life. Frustrated that I ain't where I want to be yet, but I know that I'ma make it if I chase that check. Yes. Cause I done seen the time go by for too many years now when the
Okay, cool.
Cause I done seen the time go by. Yeah, I done seen the time go by.
I've been waiting all my life, and it was right before my
I'll
eyes.
erase what I need to
Watching all this
erase.
time slip by, now I realize. I've been
Alright, Stream Raiders.
and it was right before my
Of course there's an update right here, right now. Alright. Do I want to allow it? Yes. Oh, it's updating. Alright, I agree to stuff. I don't need a shortcut of any sort. Install. Alright, well, while Stream Raiders installs, which I'll keep an eye on it over here, we're returning to this. Back over to the eraser. Ah, my hand. A little bit bigger. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that kind of works. Alright, I think all that's left is like the eyes and stuff. Alright. Let's see here. The face needs to be above the body. So, face, eyes. Yeah, so let's jump back to this. Grab a black. Probably a thinner brush. That might do it. Okay, maybe a thinner brush still.
trying to step back and see the view from above. 'Cause I know that nothing lasts forever. And I try to crack this iceberg open till it shatters through the ocean. I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves with you. Gonna move the ocean current till the waves flood what's been burning. I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves with you. Shockwaves with you. Shockwaves with you.
Alright, just kind of rounding up the eyes a little. Or I guess ovaling up the eyes a little. Yeah, that's about right. Alright. Stream Raiders is done updating. Reopen it. Shockwaves with you. Bark off a woo. Bark. Ow, wow, 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 wow. Shockwaves with you. One more time. Warriors and tanks. Warriors and tanks. Okay. What it means to be a warrior! Or a tank. Alright, alright, alright. Moving over here. Actually, oh, wait. What? Oh, that's right, we had a battle. Alright. We're probably losing this, but let's go anyway. That update came out of nowhere and just ruined any chance of this working out. Oh, they're going for that mech! They're going for that mech! Ah, hackies. Yeah, we lost. Probably. No? Actually, we got a chance. It's not a fantastic chance, but we got a chance. I don't understand how they died. No, I don't think we got a chance. It's gonna take a while, but I'm pretty sure they won. Oof. Alright. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. You need 50 coins. Okay. We'll get there, we'll get there. Anyway. Let's try again. What was it? Tanker Warrior? Actually, tank is the best for this one because there's a defensive mech right there. Alright, so if you want to play and join in on this battle, you can do so by going to streamraiders.com on almost any device. Hello! Dog Wizard Man, otherwise known as Tatum. Professor Polyou Paradox the Tatum. Anyway, on almost any web browser, on almost any device, you can play for free, and choosing me, Polyou Paradox, as one of your raid captains will get you access to this map, where you can place a unit down once every 5 minutes for a grand total of 6. Build our armies! Lay lace to our enemies! But most importantly, have fun. We're gonna jump back to the art. Ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba. So her dress is done. It reveals more than it hides, but she's a mushroom. She doesn't really have bits to hide, so it's almost completely more cosmetic than anything. Alright, I'm gonna need a thinner brush. Yeah, finally done with the Bestigons. It took how many streams just on the dress alone? Alright. This isn't working. Why isn't this working? I'm still in eraser mode. Ugh. Okay, come on. Straighter lines. I can do this. Come on. You know what? There we go. You're gonna grab some food? Alright, enjoy your food, and see you when you get back. You know what? I need to take a moment to look at the reference material. I may have to undo those mouth lines, depending on what I find. Because this is my Dungeon Master Slush's race. I've added some flourishes, but we were told that there were certain things that needed to be consistent. And I wanna be consistent. I wanna help. Okay, so the weird little blush mouths are in between the eyes. So that's right. They do tend to be a little thinner and wispier though. Alright. So let's make them even thinner. So something more like this. Bread tastes surprisingly good when dipped in sour cream. I never tried bread with sour cream, but that sounds interesting. I don't see how it would be particularly good, but I definitely don't see how it would be any kind of bad. Ah, spicy sour cream. Okay. That adds some more flavor. Alright, and then they have little cheek swirlies. And unlike their eyes and face, the cheek swirlies seem to be a darker shade of the shroom itself. Alright, so let's grab this, go back to ink, darker shade, so let's go to maybe there. Who is live? Not sure who that is. Okay, so how does this little cheek blush thing look again? Okay, nope, I don't need to see Furbies. I don't need to see that amazing cutie. It's like a bunch of weird swirly dudes. So something like this. Ba-ba-ba. Let's see. It's a popular streamer, nearly 100,000 viewers. I'll get to that viewership at some point. I doubt it, but I don't really need thousands of viewers. I just want to make some people happy watching me. And if that means, you know, an intimate view, honestly, I kind of prefer an intimate view. Though I do prefer more conversation. Though I've had an overload of conversation where I just couldn't follow, and that's its own problem. Where is the thing? Is it this? Yep, that's right. Oh, YouTube. YouTube, you silly bugger. I was listening to that. Anyway. Alright. Until I get into shading, I think that's it. That's Erica. Alright. I guess it's time to get into shading then. The dress. Fine. I guess I can do a little shading here. Grab this. Grab this. Move it a little darker. Grab this. Make it a little thicker. A little thicker still. Why are you not conversation enough? Oh, thank you, thank you. You are conversation enough. That doesn't mean I can't crave more. I can crave more without undervaluing what I already have. Alright. There we go. Should the shading down there be considered part of the dress itself? Yeah, sure, why not? Alright. I'm gonna need to be much smaller if I'm doing this. You're just making a joke? Okay. But for the record, I very much care and like am very appreciative of any viewer. Any viewer that isn't a blatant troll. Let's put it that way, actually. If they're silent and watching, I still love them. They're enjoying my content. If they're chatting up a storm, heckin' love them. They give me something to talk about. Just a general love for all of you, heckers. Aw, thank you. Thank you very much. Gotta try and follow the curve of what came before. Oh wow. I was not looking forward to shading the dress. And of course, because of the way I shade, the dress is the top layer, so that's the top color layer rather. So that's the first thing I shade. All right. Okay. So I think I was at about 60 at this point. So let's do a a fourth? 30, 15? You know what, that's just gonna end up being the whole thing, but I do like a fourth. Yeah. Well, 10% would be 6. I think it has to be more than 10%. 5%, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50%, 60. That'd be 12? Let's give 12 a shot.
Rocket_gaming_101 says I don't think anyone can overappreciate you because no one can have that much appreciation.
Okay, it took me a while to logic through that. Aw, thank you so hecking much. It's hard. It's hard for me to value myself that much. So if you think that, I will accept it, but thank you. Just thank you. Arf. Being so nice to me. How dare. Oh, thank you so much. I know. I had a feeling it was a compliment. I just want to logic through what was meant first. Yeah. That's a whole story, but basically what it comes down to is my mom basically trained me to believe that if I'm not perfect, I'm not good enough, and the only thing worth doing is that which you can do perfectly, and that I should always be doing something perfectly all the time, every time, no exceptions. If I get a 100% on a test, and there was extra credit, then I failed, because that means I messed up a question. That's the kind of BS I had to deal with. And so, of course, as you do with trauma, or as some people do with trauma, I internalized that. When I was young, I accepted that as the truth of the world, and strived my best to be the type of son my mom wanted me to be. I did everything in my power. I cared so much about homework, only to be told over and over I must not care, because if I cared, I would have succeeded. And so I would try even harder, only to fail in her eyes, only to be told that I simply don't care. And it hurt so much. And again, I internalized it. I decided that it must be because I'm a bad person. If I wanted it, I would have done better. Which is bullshit. That's not how that works. But it's how my mom made me think it works. Let's see. In German, you call it a Rebenmutter. Interesting. I have no idea what that means, so I'm not going to say it again, but interesting. Anyway, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, that's 8. Okay, diameter of 8 for these. But yeah. And then my dad wasn't really around much because he worked at night. So he was sleeping all the time. But when he was around, he kind of worked hard to sort of undo as much of my mother's training as possible. Kind of teaching me that as long as I tried my hardest that I am valued. Trying to teach me that perfection leads to bad grades, because if there's 5 questions and you answer 1 question perfectly, you got a 0% on everything else. And yeah, basically. And so yeah, he had his flaws. But next to my mom, oh, if I get started on my mom, it would just be story after story after story. And I would rather not go into slander my mom territory, even though it's probably not slander. Let's be honest, she deserves every word. But, you know, the days in which she controlled me are kind of over. And since, you know, it's no longer a major factor in my life apart from the, you know, the leftover kind of trauma. Other than that, so like, I could hold a grudge. I could be the meanest jerk and just talk about how much I hate her all the time. But I don't think I really hate her anymore. I think I just kind of pity her because the way she is, I think she's gonna end up dying alone and lonely. And it's mostly because she can't accept any points of view other than her own. And that's just kind of sad. Like, I just... Ah, okay. Sour cream. When I was younger, my dad was kind of basically my savior. I'm not sure what I would have done had he not been there.
But no one's listening anymore. Do I need to fade away or stay here laying down on
Let's see.
I want to
My dad kind of became mildly bipolar at one point, and that was hard to deal with. But, you know, he kind of got better. It was kind of during the beginning of the COVID era, and between several failed relationships and then COVID happening, he kind of lost his marbles for a while. Luckily, Dad found someone who cares for him and has helped stabilize him. I think he's probably still prone to the ability to go bipolar again. I don't think it's something you ever truly, you know, stop being exactly. However, he's not actively being a jerk to everyone anymore. And that's honestly good enough for me.
anxiety taking over me. I can't
Yeah.
be the only one left.
My sister had a lot of pressure put on her. Because I kind of was the model student, because I got pretty dang close to straight A's. Mom would weaponize that against my sister all the time. You know, without telling me how good she thought of me, she would turn around and say to my sister, you know, oh, your brother could get these kind of grades. If he can get these kind of grades, I don't know why you're getting these shitty grades. These C's and these B's and these D's. If your brother can get, you know, nearly straight A's, you have no excuse. And just weaponizing the perfectionism she instilled in me, and the success, in quotation marks, of that perfectionism, and weaponizing that against my sister, and I hated that. I hated that so much. The last thing I wanted to be was an inconvenience for others, and especially not my sister. And yet, I was the model student. Why aren't you like your brother? Your brother's so much better than you. You could easily do what he does. Why are you, honestly the same tactic she did for me, except I was the shining example while also being the bastard child who still needed correction. Hypocritical BS, really. But whereas I kind of failed and fell through the cracks of society, my sister has a job, my sister has a husband, I think she might be having a child eventually, I don't know. But yeah, I'm proud of her. She not only survived our toxic as heck household, but she made it through the other side as a functioning member of society. Hypocritical means... how do I put this? So, let's say you give one sort of advice. For instance, I say that it is always important that when you put milk in the fridge, you put it in the top shelf. But then, despite that, I'll always put it in the bottom shelf. And I keep lecturing you. You gotta put it on the top shelf, but I keep doing the exact opposite. I would be a hypocrite. Like, that's a silly example, but it I think demonstrates the point. So, you know, if I am simultaneously the horrible brother who can't get their homework done, and simultaneously at the same time the perfect role model that everyone should strive for, that's hypocritical. Because you're saying I'm not perfect and perfect at the same time. And that makes... it's basically a way of calling someone a liar, but instead of just straight up calling them a liar, you're pointing at specific things they have said or done, and saying, yeah, no, you've contradicted yourself. Not only are you a liar, but you're a bad liar, because anyone with half a brain can see that you're saying two complete opposites right here. Exactly. Anyone who gives advice and does the opposite is probably also a hypocrite. It's that special form of lying where two opposites are the truth that you hold to. Or where you hold others to a standard you won't hold to yourself. I think that's the big part. Holding others to a standard you don't hold to yourself is the usual use of that. And when it came to double standards, oh yeah, my mom was the queen of double standards. Oh wait, no, not that. the opposite, and actually that's fine as it is. You know what? I'll deal with... Well, there isn't shadow on the air. So yeah, never mind. Alright, so 40 down to 25. That's 5. Alright. You know what? This is too much. There's... I think I'm just going to ignore logic and just shade all of this. If it's under the dress, it's shaded. I'm not sure at what point I'm going to stop shading it, but, because this is just too much work, and the effect isn't even that good. If I was some sort of ray tracing robot, I could probably make this good, but there's just no point. I am not capable. Let's see. English class with Paul. You actually have a small art project yourself. Ooh. That you made cat ears. Are you talking about, like, having a hairband and then having, like, these fuzzy little fursuit ears attached to the headband? Because I've seen a lot of those. That's cute. I hope it comes out well. I hope that you do a good job. Though, I mean, I wouldn't call it easy, but you know, I don't imagine, like, for instance, next to making a full-fledged fursuit, I think that's probably doable. You made some yourself that are too close together? Ah, okay. That's fair. I've seen, one style I've seen is where they just made the ears and then they cut, like, little holes in it and weave the hairband through it, rather than trying to glue them on the hairband. And that made it so you could kind of adjust the ears on the fly if you know, needed them to be closer together or further apart or any of that noise. Starfire. Oh. Stream hacking Raiders. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, heckin' everyone. The man of no words. The man of no words. Thank you for your 4 units. 9, thank you for your 5. Pumped Sloth, thank you for yours. And Waza Anor, thank you for your 2. Let's get started. It kinda does. Though it's meant to be shading on the body parts underneath. This battle's gonna be over before the mech gets there. No! The mech got a swing in! Haha! Won! Anyway. Make sure this is tilted right. I got depressed earlier. Okay, so at one point I had a Stream Raiders where I was the only person, and so I set it to max for me. And then some people started helping. And in my scatterbrained, I forgot to switch it back to maximum viewers, and I felt like such a jerk. And then I did it a second time, and that kind of killed me. I was like, how dare I? What's wrong with me? Anyway, but congratulations, Sloth and Anor, on your various prizes. And we're getting into this. Let's see. I can use a tank. Again, it ends up being more useful here to use the tank. Alright. Well, that's my last tank, so I don't have to worry anymore. Let's put some tanks here. Let's put some tanks here. Let's take some archers and line them up here. Let's see. My call to action has to have a few whatever your choices are. So I'm gonna do this for the whatever your choices are. And I think I've covered a wide enough swath. I've covered a wide enough space that I think I can be a bit strict in my do nots. And by the way, if you want to play, you can go to streamraiders.com on nearly any web browser and device to start plopping units down for free. By choosing me, Paul U Paradox, you'll have access to this raid map where you can drop 1 unit every 5 minutes for a grand total of 6 by the time the time runs out. Build my most epic of armies! Slay the most powerful of foes! But most importantly, have fun, because that's really what we're here for in the end. That's too much. Singing lessons with Paul. Thank you, thank you. I like making up counter melodies. Which I may be using the wrong phrase, but just basically being like, here's a tune that isn't the tune playing. but like when you overlay it on the tune playing, it kind of emphasizes what that music is doing. So yeah. That's fair. That's a very small attention to detail I just did. I don't know if it would even matter, but I think when the outline exists, the outline of the legs, I want to make sure shading doesn't affect the outline of the leg. The dress should, because it's laying on top of that outline. But the shading is at the outline's level, so I don't want to mess with the outline. Let's see. Yeah, I understood what you meant. That's the cool thing about language. More often than not, you can almost drop a few letters, and it still kind of works. There was this study that where they had sentences and stuff, but they basically kept the first letter the same, the last letter the same, and scrambled all the other letters in pretty much every word. And most people who looked at it were still able to read it, even though all the words were scrambled as heck, because the first and last letters were the same, and because the length of the word was the same, most people could still piece together what was being said. And I think that's amazing. When we read, we don't read the characters once we understand the words. We don't analyze the individual letters anymore. We read the word itself. And, you know, after a while, we're not even reading. We're going straight into interpretation mode. And I think that's kind of amazing. That's why people who, like, really get into books, in their mind, they're not even reading a book anymore. They're living in the interpretation. And just every so often, they need to remind themselves to turn the page. And that's about it. And that's fantastic. The human brain is amazing, and I love it. Ba, 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 ba. At least give it a try. Not with someone else. Be myself and I give it a try. Not with someone else. Let's see. You have super glue that says dries up in seconds, but it isn't drying up. Huh. I guess, yeah, it would dry in seconds, probably for solid surfaces. For fabricy surfaces, that might be a little annoying. I have no idea. I have no clue what to say. Maybe get some air flowing over it if possible. Most adhesives react to oxygen, in part because oxygen is like super reactive, but like also in part just because there's a large amount of it, sorta. In that case, I have no clue. There may be some sort of secondary reaction going on. I hope not. I don't know what it would be. It's possible you used a little too much and it's just going to take a while to dry. I have no idea, though. I think I'd be able to hypothesize if I saw it in action, right? Like if I was there, maybe. But that doesn't mean I'd be able to actually help. Be happy Bunger isn't there. Bunger would just fucking yeet it. They would just headbutt your project into the stratosphere. Bunger! Oh. Again, doing my best to affect the outline itself as little as possible here. Alright. How far down do I want to do this? I think I'm going to go another layer, maybe 2, and then I'm going to have to lighten it up a bit because the thickness that's causing the shading is going away, so the shading itself is about to get a bit brighter. Oh my, YouTube saying no.
Got me staring at you, so I'm crazy. Won't you bend that back for me? We won't stop, got your feet both locked. You get to fly with me. I can take you down for a ride. I take you around my life. Jaywalking, crosswalking, lip locking, but you, I know it.
Here we go. Yeah! Ugh. Let's see here. Oh, you sometimes subconsciously sing along to songs you really like. Ah, for instance, you sing along to Slim Pickens, Does the Right Thing, and what? Okay. I don't know that song, and that's quite the heckin' title. That is quite the heckin' title right there. That reminds me of, in Magic the Gathering, there's an uncard. I'm probably gonna say it wrong, but its title is something along the lines of, our market research has shown that players enjoy cards with really long names, so we made this card to have the longest name in Magic the Gathering history elemental. And its name goes all the way around the border of the card. And that's just beautiful. 10 out of 10. Perfect uncard. Perfect joke set card. A lot of the uncards are based on either other cards or concepts within the game. For instance, there's a card called City of Brass. It's basically hell. It is a brass city, and whenever you use it for mana, you get any that you want, any one that you want, but it hurts you for a damage. And so in the unset, you got City of Ass. It looks like City of Brass, except all of the Arabian-style domes are butts, and it gives you 1/2 of a mana of any color you want, and doesn't hurt you. So it's basically completely useless. Oh yeah, Mana Screw. I do like Mana Screw. How about Urza's Head? Urza's Head is pretty heckin' fun. If I understand right, you gotta go to a website, and whenever you use any of the loyalty abilities, it basically rolls on a table of all the loyalty abilities that have been compiled there, and you just get a random loyalty ability of the type you just used. And that's just funny. I love Urza's Head for that. I made a contraption deck. Originally I made the contraption deck to have pretty dang close to all the contraptions because I didn't understand it still had to obey sideboard rules. And so I later went back and made it obey sideboard rules. And I had to cut out a lot of contraptions. I think it was like 40 cards long to begin with. Cutting that down to 15 hurt. But I get it. I love that the D&D set came out and it wasn't even a joke set. And that was beautiful. Cause yeah, it could have been like Unadventure or you know, Unadventurer Like You. That would work, right? I don't know. I used to be an adventurer like you until I took an arrow to the knee. I know, Wizards of the Coast owns both. Magic the Gathering have had expansion books into Dungeons and Dragons. By the way, I wonder if Wizards of the Coast... So, hold on. So D&D, to my knowledge, has been out longer than Magic the Gathering, but Magic the Gathering has been out for quite a while. Did Wizards of the Coast originally own one or the other and then acquire the second one? Or was it formed around one of them and then created the second one? Because that's kind of interesting. Yeah, like with AD&D and I guess the original D&D, which was like just some pamphlet that this one guy made at some Comic-Con, and it just kind of caught on. Like most of the lore and spells that are named, like Tasha's Hideous Laughter and maybe not Grasp of Hadar, but all of the Bigsby's things came from like early games. Like those early games became immortalized in the official lore. And now there's so many games happening that like nothing is truly official lore. There's like the Eberron canon, the Exandria canon, the Forgotten Realms canon, which if any universe is considered to be quote-unquote official, I think it's Forgotten Realms. But like, I don't know, it's still pretty cool. And just adding in the Planeswalker stuff is just 10 out of 10. Though, I'm not entirely certain how the Planeswalker side of thing would fit into D&D. True. Though, again, I think I would almost consider Forgotten Realms to be widely considered, not the most canon, but the most interacted with, I think. I made a world I call Evanwake, though Evanwake is based in part on the book series I'm working on. It has its own version of the planes, yeah. In the universe I built for my players, dragon gods basically created everything, and then non-dragon entities started kind of existing, and this very much confused and startled them. It's like, how are these non-dragon gods coming into being? How are these non-dragon races coming into being? We have power over all this shit. We made it. What the hell is going on here? And so like, as more and more of these gods popped up, the original dragon gods kind of started getting a bit nervous. They kind of... I can't say too much because my players might watch this. But it led to an event called the Dark Century, and it's an entire century of missing history. Some conflict happened, and at the end of it, all but 2 of the dragon gods were dead, and a lot of the non-dragon gods were also dead. And no one quite knows what happened, because even though it only happened 300 years ago, it was somehow sealed away. If you have relics from that era, looking at the relics hurts your brain, as the information you're absorbing about the Forgotten Century, the Dark Century, is being actively sucked out of your mind. And the players have discovered what's doing it, and even have the key to unlocking it, but the key itself needs to be charged. And to charge it, you need to get deities of every elemental alignment to agree to charge this key. So far they have pure neutral charged, and they're looking to get the lawful good energy of it charged. However, good luck with that. When they finally get around to that side of things, going around seeking out gods, which, by the way, in my world, the gods not only exist, like, concretely, but they have a physical presence in the world. The exceptions being Tiamat and Bahamut, which are the only OG dragon gods left. There are a few gods that are dragons, but they're not... They're... So there's creator deities, which were all dragons. And then there's... You could almost consider them usurper deities. And there aren't many of those that are dragons, but, they exist. They aren't as strong as the creator deities, though. And, I finally finalized all of the pantheons recently, just in time to get a new player who's decided, fuck gods. What have they ever done for me? I was enslaved, and I had to escape on my own power. So, these gods and their power and whatever, what have they ever done for the people? Sure, they never rescued me. If they're truly these beings worth worshiping, worth following, they should be going out making the world a better place. Why haven't they done that for me? And, it's interesting, because it's not, an inherently wrong mindset. But gosh dang it, I worked so hecking hard on this expansion for everyone. And there's now a character who's going to go out of their way not to interact with it. And that's a thing. There we go. And now that the weave is a bit thinner, I'm going to make the shading less dark. No, I think I should go a few more layers before I pull that out. Dang it. Okay, fine. Yeah, it's a bit early to reduce the shading. So, honestly, I lost my original group with the exception of effectively one individual. And everyone in the group is basically brand new. There's a few problems arising, possible metagaming here, possible power creep there. Just, I'm working on it. But for the most part, my players seem to like the world. I think it's funny that the new players kind of have to deal a little bit with the aftermath of the old players. Looking at God's like, what? Ah. Fair. And one of the players is interacting with the gods maybe a bit too much. I found out later that clerics have this thing called divine intervention, and this person, who isn't a cleric, has basically been using a slightly boosted version of that for free. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to retcon not what happened, but the ability for this power to just spontaneously happen in someone who isn't even a cleric. So that I'm gonna work on. Oh look, Stream Raiders. Let's go. Oh, we don't have archers. We barely have tanks. Thank you for your units, Waza Nor. Oh, what are we doing? I'm gonna put speed on those two so that they have a chance of getting to the thing in time. Here goes nothing. Alright, yes, we got a person running straight for the tank. And we're good. We may take care of the rest. Nope, there he goes. Oh yeah. Good going. Ah, I just got a new tank. Also, congratulations, Waza and Nor, on your extra money. Now, if you want to join us, you can go to streamraiders.com on almost any web browser. And on almost any device. Links in the description. And when you do so, you can choose me, Palu Paradox, to be one of your raid captains, which will give you access to this map right here. It's free to play, and you can drop down one unit every 5 minutes. Wow, brain fog, holy heck. Anyway, one unit every 5 minutes for a grand total of 6 units. Build our most epic of armies. Lay waste to the lands and destroy our foes. But most importantly, have fun. Because at the end of the day, having fun is what it's all about. I am so used to the art thing that I'm using shift drag to try and move the map around, and that's not working because that's not how you do it here. Anyway, with that, we'll get back to art. Okay, at some point these will be thin enough to use that lighter shade. I don't know when, but it's gonna happen. Anyway, where was I? So yeah, so there's a pantheon of, let me do some mental math here. 54. There are 54 lesser gods and 2 dragon gods that currently exist. And the pantheons are, there's an Egyptian pantheon, a Norse pantheon, an Arthurian pantheon, kind of like the Kami, but I specifically chose the brush gods from Okami. Some Polynesian gods. I'll get to you in a moment, Eagle. Oh, what was the last one? Oh yeah, duh, Greek/Roman gods. And together these pantheons make up the 54. And all pantheons have one god of each of the 9 alignments. Anyway, thank you for subscribing, Eagle. You're a third of the way to a quote-unquote Twitch baby. Maybe consider what you're gonna name them. You did a sub. You love me, friendo. Oh, thank you. By the way, Eagle, while you're here, because I think you're here, while you're here, Eagle, are you going to be able to Magic the Gathering tomorrow? Because that is when that would be. Anyway, you are currently able to, yes. You hope your internet stays up. I do too. So anyway, in my D&D game, there's also effectively 9 continents. My universe loves the number 9 very much. There's 9 continents, though one of them is a subterranean continent. Though technically the Polynesian island area, it counts as one continent even though it's a number of islands. It's a number of islands, most of which are part of a volcanic chain. So I count it as one continent. There's a few areas they're not supposed to go. For instance, there's Tangela. And Tangela is kind of effectively the Bermuda Triangle of the world. It's a number of islands? Sure. The Polynesian area is a number of islands. Let's go with that. By the way, I'm in shading mode. Erica the Shroomlin is done. I was crazy and made a whole bunch of hexagons woven together as a dress because some mushrooms have that kind of interwoven hexagon mesh. So, yeah. I'm currently shading, which is turning out to be just as crazy. Feels good to have 15,000. Oh no. Eagle, you at 15,000 points worries me. I don't know why, but you at 15,000 points worries me immensely. Ba, 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 da. Some people have reward redeems that gift them stream loot packages. I have no idea how to set that up. But if I could, I think I would set that up because that sounds neat. It feels good to have a fifth of those points. Hey, if you want something, you can do it. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. You have 17,000. Oh God, I need to make a high roller points. Something like 70,000, and I will make art of your character, something like that. That's not a promise. That's just a thought, a spitball, effectively. Thank you for the hydrate. By the way, recently we had reason to ask, like, who in our group can and can't swim. We have a kobold who cannot swim. No, the kobold can. So our dog person lived most of their life in like a frozen region. And they have decided that because all the water they've ever been used to has been ice, that they never learned to swim. And that's an interesting choice. I have decided that because she's a fire genasi, Erica's able to swim, but just doesn't like it. 50,000 to run an ad break, 70,000 for emote only for 5 minutes. Maybe. I mean, emote only still exists. 100,000. No. No. I am never adding a stream is now canceled redeem. I'm sorry. I get it. I get that I get on one level it's kind of a funny haha meme. And I get on the other end that, like, if they're willing to spend that many points, then sure, they've earned it. But, like, I'm here to entertain you guys. And if one person decides, hey, I've saved up enough points, I'm going to shut down the stream for everyone, I don't want that to be the end of that stream. Oh! Aha. Let me think. I'm gonna go with no. 20,000 to make me play Undertale? I already played Undertale, and yeah, it would be free. But I already played both Undertale and Deltarune. Unfortunately, VODs of that don't exist because that was before I started uploading VODs to YouTube. Which reminds me, one of my recent streams got split down the middle again, so I'm gonna have to use, what's my video editor? My brain's saying Bioshock and that's wrong. Blender. I'm gonna have to use Blender to stitch those halves back together. So that's fun. Why did my brain say Bioshock? Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Am I too small? I'm like peeking down at my desk. Let's maybe embiggen me a bit. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. That's not me. There we go, that's me. Embiggen me just a bit. Get my feet lined up. There we go. Yeah, it's fine if my hat leaves the screen just a little. Maybe unembiggen me just a touch. There we go. Now I'm not hiding behind my desk when I lean forward. Anyway. I already did Terraria. Because they're good ideas. They're good heckin' ideas, so of course I've already done them. Though, if you say, let's see, Fall Guys, Fortnite, Rocket League, what others? Oh God, what's that? The sus one. Among Us. Those I'm gonna go ahead and give a blanket no for pretty much all of those. To continue my mod pack. I'm going to have to basically restart the entire mod pack series. Eagle, that world is unstable. I think for us to continue it, what we would need to do is we'd need to go to that world, figure out what all broke, and like kick out a bunch of mod packs. Oh, I just said no to Among Us. You hackers. Yeah, it's super duper laggy. It's almost unplayable. And that's without streaming. I don't think I could play it and stream. It doesn't crash, it's just laggy as all balls. Wait, you're a hacker? Maybe. I was considering playing a scary game for Halloween, but like, I have so many other games I need to play and so much other stuff that I'm doing that taking a break just seemed ill-advised. Ah, dingus. Oh! Pokemon had a new trailer and I was gonna react to it. Whatevers. It's probably gonna be more of the same stuff with maybe some more details. Hmm? Oh, Hecker. Yeah. I use the word heck a lot. Heck is, to my understanding, the most unoffensive way I know to say hell. So, or even fuck, actually. So instead of what the fuck, I'd say what the heck. Or instead of, you know, F you, I'd say heck you. But, like, it's meant to be goofy and silly and not, like, you know, as heavy. It's a goofy way to say it. You're adding... Wait, what are you adding? To make me play Celeste. Oh, no. Oh, no. So I'm not good at platformers. We learned this when I tried to play heckin'... Oh, what's it called? Not Tomba. I do like Tomba, though. Klonoa. When we tried to play Klonoa, that kind of turned out bad. Man. Okay, to be fair, I knew that I would be stuck on this dress for a while, but I thought it would be because Hexagon BS. I thought I'd be stuck on the dress itself. But of course, I never thought for a moment that I would shade the dress. I think I had decided that I wouldn't shade the dress. And then my perfectionism/professionalism kicked in, and I'm like, but shading, it's my favorite part. It's a big old puzzle. And so, of course, here I am shading the dress. Or rather, the skin under the dress. I think that's my mental justification. It's not the dress that I'm shading, it's the skin underneath. Oh yeah, I get that the soundtrack is amazing. Celeste is a good game, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it isn't. Okay. I think another 2 layers, and then I'll lighten up the shade a little. Actually, let's do that. No. Gotta go smaller for this. Alright. Sharding. Mother hickin' shading. Anyway. Let's see. Getting close to that currently non-existent Celestial team. What do you mean currently not? Though, I will, I keep saying this. This time for real, though, after tomorrow's Magic the Gathering stream, the, speech-to-text redeem will be, increasing. I had it at a very low introductory rate to kind of introduce it, have a bunch of people test it, see how it would interact with AutoMod, and all things considered, I am never going to give you up or let you down. Technically speaking, there is a way to give your points to Eagle. Though
Rocket
it's not
Gaming
anywhere near that
101
straightforward.
says, why do you want to increase the price on this?
Mostly because it can be abused, and so far I've gotten lucky. Ever since I stopped doing Jackbox, the trolls that love to ruin Jackbox have left me alone. I think they're targeting me, but I think they're also in particular targeting the Jackbox. Because it's easy for Jackbox to lead to problems, as we discovered. But the price increase is because if they come back and they find a very cheap, easily spammable, unsecured thing, they will use it. So it is kind of secured, but I'm going to make it more expensive to kind of secure it more. And also because it kind of interrupts the flow of the stream, though in a good way, most of the time. And so I need that to be something that doesn't happen over and over 24/7.
Eagle Falls 14 says because it can be used to say redacted and redacted.
Yes. And the thing is, AutoMod will catch it. But by that point, it seems the TTS has already spoken. And that actually might be a good reason to remove the feature entirely. But I think if I make it pricey enough, like not 1,000 points, just well over 300, that it should at least mildly discourage the abuse of it. Because not only will they have to show up and follow, but they're going to have to show up, follow, and then earn the points to use it. And by that point, like, they are dedicated, right? Trolls are nothing if not dedicated. But I don't know if they're patient. I don't know if many of them are going to be like, really? I gotta sit here and listen to this F-words, you know, stuff long enough to earn these stupid points to do this thing? Nah, I'm just gonna jump into another stream and cause havoc where I know I can cause havoc. Most channels are 500 to 750. That's fair. Achievement gets serious dedication. So yeah, right now I probably have one of the cheaper text-to-speeches out there. You wish I had a jump scare sound. I mean, I kinda do, right? I have, you know what, why am I doing that? Hold on. Let me pop open this thing. The closest I have is either... Or, where is it?
Emotional damage.
That's kind of loud. One of my favorites.
Oh, thank you. Bye.
Let's see here. This one. Oh wait, nah, it has a lead in. Titus Laugh has a lead in. You know, this has startled me before. That also works. Wait. Why is it double playing? Oh! That was amazing timing! You did it the same time I did. Oh, it's so good. Oh, I love that. But yeah, you know what? Just to show you guys, because I think this is kind of cool. Let's grab this temporarily. I don't show this off a ton. Where's the thing? Here it is. Welcome to Sammy Board. This is all the audio raves.
It's over 9,000!
And then over here is all the VIP ones. So, what exactly even are you?
I'm a magic human.
Not to mention, various other things. Oh, so if someone does get past my mod bot, and there it is, gone. Wait. So let's turn off emote only. But yeah. So that's pretty fun. So let me read. I can still read what you guys said, by the way. Stream loots, you need to give out more packs. I do. The timing, question mark evil. I have to add a oh no. Oh no. How do you get one of those? So it's called Sammy, or Sammy board. It used to be called Leorin board, and it has a lot of really cool things. Unless you're talking about stream loots. In that case, you go to streamloots.com and grab some packs. By the way, sorry, I was just demonstrating the anti-troll measures. You still see everything? Waza was asking how to get a VIP command. Oh, you know what? Waza, you've been heckin' awesome for long enough. You absolutely deserve a VIP command. You know what? Contact me via Discord, and we'll set up something. You can get a sound, an image, a combination of the two. Typically, you get one by being a close friend of mine or being on the stream long enough. And I would say you definitely qualify on both levels at this point. Though maybe more so being available on the stream. Being a constant helper on Stream Raiders, that also helps a lot. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so moderators. So the chat clears for everyone who isn't a moderator, is that correct? Like, did the chat clear for everyone who wasn't Eagle? Oh, wait. Oh, no. Wait. Did Better TTV prevented chat clearing for everyone? It cleared for you. Okay. So Better TTV prevented the clearing for people of ranking, and I guess that's so we can interact with the bad messages, ban people and stuff. so that's good. Know what? I am a bit worried now. Oh boy, Wazenor, what's the no? I'm now worried. No, you don't want one? Or no, that's not what you're talking about? Oh yeah, no, only VIPs and moderators can use the VIP commands. Though, I am allowed to use this command, which does all of them all at the same time.
I'm a magic human.
By the way, I might remove Shadowcaster's VIP privileges at some point, not because he's bad, but like, he's been super inactive. Anyway. I think so. You can try it. Go ahead, Eagle. Try, the VIP thing.
No.
Okay.
No.
I wasn't sure then. I think a moderator can then. I don't think a VIP can. I think that's where the line is. I could be wrong. Ba 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 ba. Time to spam. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. All right. You know, the shading has the illusion of lightening up as we went, which is interesting. Anyway, Stream Raiders. Yummy spam with good with mayo, huh? I'll take your word for it. Oh, I can get all of you. Alright. Thank you, Waza Nor. Thank you, Sleek Husky. Thank you, Fortin. Thank you, Thors. And thank you, Samano. Oh, the man of no words. Let's go. Never too spicy. Wait, never tried spicy sour cream though? Yeah. We got the thing, so we're good. Yay! Victory! And congratulations, Waza Nor and Thors. Actually, you can level up. Okay. What else? Also, did I get any captain spells? No? Good. Alright. Let's take a look at quests. Do I need to place, yeah, one more warrior. Okay, one more warrior. Boss level! One more warrior! And actually, oh no. Oh, no. Okay. We need to claim control of this mech. We are in a severe disadvantage. Everyone here is distraction. 1, 2. All right. This is the setup. We need to distract the mechs, and we need defenders to claim the mech from this side as fast as possible. And if you want to join in, you can. By going to streamraiders.com on almost any web browser and any device. It's free to play, and by choosing me, Polyp Paradox, you have access to this specific map, where you can drop down a unit once every 5 minutes for a grand total of 6, all said and done. Build the mightiest of armies. Oh god, slay all of the enemies. But most importantly, have fun, because that's what we're all about. Let's get back to the art. Art! I arf art. Something something arfing good time. You know, speaking of really cool programs that I have access to, I'm gonna show off another one. This one isn't for streaming. This one's for my Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know if a stretch so too, and I play Beat Saber. I can't play Beat Saber because I do not have a headset. But if I did, oh my god, yes. Though for 200 subs in a month, I might be able to afford a headset. Maybe. Anyway, so this thing is called Kenku Player or Kenku PM. And this allows you to link up to Discord and do a bunch of really cool music bot stuff. So step one, if I go, I can put in web browsers. So I can link this to my YouTube. And if I had YouTube Premium, I could play music from YouTube without YouTube being able to say, bad bot, go away. Because it would be signed in via a web browser to my actual account. Which is heckin' great. It's Kenku PM. Also, the music is tabletopaudio.com. Anyway. But yeah, let's say we're in the woods. I can just start a random woods track. And when it runs out, like so, it will automatically jump to the next one in the list. So as long as woods is the aesthetic, it will keep woods. But, you know, let's say they go to my weird future tech city. They get out of the woods and they make their way to my future tech city. Well, that's fine. That's fine. There we go. Tech city. And, you know, let's say I wanted in the general to entertain people. In my Discord to just jump to general. Or let's say I want it where all the players are at the round table. It just jumped to round table. And when I close it, it goes offline and jumps out of all of them. So that's really heckin' cool. And yeah, Eagle, if you want access to that, you can. Point being, I've leveled up when it comes to DMing a little, and I gotta thank my pal Slush for providing me with that stuff, because that Kenku PM is a fantastic pseudo-bot. Now, you still have to create a bot to house Kenku PM, right? The bot itself is your own creation, technically. But it gives you the instructions for doing that, and it's pretty simple to do that. Me too? Alright. If you can contact me via Discord, I will make sure to drop the links to you too. And the main reason I'm shouting them out is because they are amazing services, both of them. Both Sammy Deck, especially for streamers, but then that Kenku bot, like, let's just say you want music in your Discord. It doesn't even have to be or D&D related. It works best for D&D. Like, it's designed more or less with D&D in mind, especially if you link it up with tabletop sounds. But it's not limited to that, and that's fantastic. 10 out of 10 for both tabletop Sammy and also Kenku PM. Like all of those things just makes my heart happy. Alright, and this is the last full shading layer. After this, I'm going to be lightening up the shading a little. I plan to copy many of these layers over to the Infernia project because most of them will still apply. The dress won't apply, but that's why I'm doing the skin shading on the dress layer. Opinion on Dividing by Zero by The Offspring. So, I don't know that song. I'm assuming it's a song. I know dividing by zero is typically a bad thing to do, but sometimes you're forced to do it, like for instance the event horizon of a black hole, or more specifically the singularity. We still don't know what the singularity is like actually. We don't know if space actually compresses to actual infinite gravity, because it doesn't make sense. In quantum world, it doesn't make sense. In general relativity, it's a math singularity. It's the asymptote. It's not supposed to exist, and yet it seems to exist, but we're not sure exactly how it exists. Oh yeah, no. Black holes? Absolutely. Like time dilation has been observed in multiple different locations. In particular, GPS satellites. Without calculations that kind of counterbalance against relativistic effects, the satellites in geosynchronous orbit, ha 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 ha. Anyway, wait, what am I doing? I missed a layer, didn't I? Yes, I did. I missed several layers. But yeah, it's a song, okay. I've never heard the song, but, you know, it sounds like it could be fun. But yeah, there's a lot we can learn from black holes, but there's a lot that we can't learn from them, and it's a bit frustrating. You saw Lightyear, you know time dilation exists because Disney said so. So on one hand, good on Disney for using time dilation as a mechanic. On the other hand, if Disney is where you get your scientific facts from, I pity you. Please don't. Please don't take entertainment media as proof of physics concepts. Oh god. Anyway. different. Eagle, stop splitting hairs, okay? That's live demonstrations of actual rocket ships actually being launched. That is not quote-unquote entertainment media, even if it's being presented as such. If anything, that's educational media, which you also shouldn't accept blindly. But, you know, live demonstrations are a bit hard to take as false if it's being done by, like, not someone who's just being a goof. Special effects can, like, lead to all sorts of fake information. But, you know, space travel, that's a real thing. You know, we haven't gone deep into space. Leaving Earth's gravity well is kind of a very hard thing to do, especially while trying not to pollute the atmosphere. And we've already polluted well above the atmosphere. All of our satellites in geosynchronous orbit, right? All of our satellites that are like the dead ones, right? The ones with batteries that don't work anymore, fuel that's expended, just kind of sitting up there in space. The ones that debris is ripped through and destroyed. Have you heard of, I think it's called a Kessler Cascade, I think is what it's called. That scares me. The idea of a Kessler Cascade scares the crap out of me. And if we don't do something about it, leaving our Earth's atmosphere is going to become nearly impossible. Let's see here. You watched a rocket launch yesterday out of Japan. That sounds awesome. Let's see. You left Kerbin many times. Just add one more booster. Yeah, Kerbal Space? That's funny, yeah. Streamloots is costly, but it supports me. Oh yeah, it supports me. And also, I think I made it about as cheap as I could without basically being pulled out of pocket, right? I mean, you know, I need to make some profit, and then I think they take a small cut. So yeah, I reduced it from what they suggested. I also technically have a merch store that I need to work on further. The merch store kind of came on the heels of Twitch banning me for a day, thanks to a little mess up with Quiplash 2. So, you know, I need to get back to that. My motivation for it suffered, but I need to go back to finishing it. Is this the second leg? It is. Also, I almost forgot down here. I just wanna be with you. I just wanna be with you. Dance all night. Do you feel the same? I don't think you're here to stay. I don't think you're here to stay. So tell me what you want, tell me how you want it. Tell me what you want and how you want it. I don't think you're here to stay. I don't think you're here to stay. I just wanna be with you. Let's see, you are in the Discord. Wait, hold on. Oh, yeah. So, I used to release every month, but there weren't many people. I'm gonna go back to trying to do that. There are a lot of free codes in the Discord that are still not entirely used. So, I mean, I'm not gonna do a call to action. You know, once you use all of those, then and only then. No, I'm not gonna do that. But it does help when people use up the codes I've already posted, because it makes me know that it is something people care about. And back in the day, it wasn't a thing many people used or cared about. So I will be posting more, especially if interest for it increases. Where are the codes? Let me pop open Discord on my phone real quick. I think it's in Janitor's Closet, Streamlit coupons. Let's see, so my Discord, which is Paul's Magic University. Yeah, Streamlit coupons are part of Janitor's Closet. It's underneath announcements. Just underneath announcements. Anyway. Oh, thank you, Sleek Husky, for the epic Cerberus Warbeast. Oh, I like the Cerberus Warbeast. I currently use Fenrir, but, you know, those are some of my favorite Warbeasts to use. Alright, everything else is going to be somewhere in between. Let's go with there. Make sure to drag it to the edge. Alright, let's see what that looks like. Yeah, I see that. You can't... Tied for epics? There's no tie for epics. I must be the champion of epics, says Eagle. We will live our lives, we will live our lives, we will live our lives in the fast lane. You know what? I think I'm only gonna do 2 layers. Yeah, I'll do 3 layers. I'll do 3 layers of this. I think I need to drop it down though. After this, it becomes too spindly to cast any kind of shadow. Da-ba-ba-ba-da. You just placed an epic berserker on the battlefield. Thank you, Eagle. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Whoops. Oh no. Dang it. I don't know about get loud, but definitely, yeah, step up and don't let yourself be completely overshadowed. But you gotta also keep an open mind. There's a mixture there. If you're 100% standing up for yourself and you don't even listen, then you're probably missing out on something important. but also if you stay quiet and don't say anything, then you're being walked all over. Like everything, it's a balance. Let's see here. And that gave you enough points to buy another epic. The ruler of Epicville, the land of the epics. Yeah, you should have subbed. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Okay, yeah, if it comes to that, then definitely speak your mind. But that's for everyone, not just girls. Anyway, your AC kicks off, you can hear me very well. Okay. Though, considering how hot the southern area tends to get, I hope it doesn't kick off for too long, even if it does make me easier to hear. Your room is 66 degrees. Okay. I don't have AC at all right now, and it is a bit warm, but like, it's not hot warm, it's just mild uncomfortable warm. You know what? It's warm enough to take a self-imposed chug of water. Well, keep in mind, Fahrenheit versus, like, C. Ow! Wait. YouTube, how dare? How heckin' dare? Get back here. There we go. Kelvin, yes, Kelvin, sure. If I understand right, isn't Kelvin and Celsius basically the same thing, except Kelvin 0 is absolute 0? So to get up to, like, the Celsius scale, it needs to be, like, thousands or something? What time's it? Okay, we're good. I just remembered, on Wednesday's stream ends mildly early. Kelvin is Celsius minus 2,000 degrees. Okay, so 0 degrees Celsius minus 2,000 degrees Celsius is 0 degrees Kelvin. Okay, yeah, okay. And Fahrenheit and Celsius are... Okay, let me see if I remember this right. Negative 40 divided by 5 times 9 brings us to 5/9, which means it's increasing, so then minus 32. So times 5 divided by 9 minus 32, or plus 32 times 9 divided by 5, I think? I forget. Like, the two facts I know is 0C equals 32F, right? But then also that negative 40 is the same in both. So those are the two facts I know. Negative 40 is the same in both, and 0C is 32F. And from these two facts, I can usually figure out what the conversion is. It takes a tiny bit of math. It starts out easy enough because I know 5 and 9 are involved. It's a moonbeam! Hiya, moonbeam! Hiya, beamer of the moon. How you doing? Ba 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 ba. Wait, oh, you're feeding your hungry node in your solo world? Okay. And there's a maximum radius to your hungry node, like it won't suck you in if you stay outside a certain radius, and it won't suck in, say, bedrock, or like, I don't know, things above a certain hardness, I think you said. So technically you can build a structure around the hungry node with blocks that are like hard enough not to break. Which means you could probably put a cage around the hungry node if it's of the right blocks. That way the hungry node can still suck stuff in without being able to suck you in. It might be hard to escape once you're sucked next to its containment unit, but you know, you won't be inside the hungry node. That's what you did? And then you had a dropper on a timer throwing cubes in to feed it? Crafting tables, you say. Interesting. Because you can feed them crafting tables, which makes them infinitely large, and then capitalize on infinite viz. Why crafting tables? Why not cobble, or, I don't know, water buckets or something? Are crafting tables particularly special in some way? You know what, let's take a look. Yeah, I think that effect works. I'm almost done with shading the dress, and I finished making the dress. I'll be honest, there's a part of me that just wants to be done with this.
Eagle Falls 14 says time to fight.
It is, isn't it? Anyway, right now, all your aspects are over 100. A normal node would max at 80 at any given aspect. Okay. Alright, good job everyone. I'm going to put a speed buff on the people running for the robot, and let's hope that our army is able to distract the one right there. Thank you, Senfcorn. Thank you, Thors. Thank you, Eagle. Thank you, Waza Anor. Thank you, Sleek Husky. Thank you, Yenom. Thank you, Vidrich, Vidradich, and thank you, Laparest. Let's go. Care package, will do. All right, we heckin' did it. Congratulations to Eagle Falls on your extra scrolls. Boss defeated. The Fuzzball Dog is getting Stream Raiders set up. Alright, what are my rogues? I should see back! Okay, rogues. I'll do the stretch part of the care package after I plot our route. What are you? Well, okay, but that green is a special chest. I guess I'll take the high route, go into silver, and then funnel into the boss. Alright. Rogues, they say. You know what? I don't think there's an assassin tier robot, which kinda sucks. There's offense, there's defense, there's ranged, but there isn't sneaky stab bot. I guess it kinda makes sense, but it's also kinda sad. Anyway, if you want to join in the fun, you can do so at streamraiders.com on almost any web browser and any device, nearly any device. It's free to play, and doing so you can pick me, Pauly Paradox, as one of your raid captains, where you can place a unit down on this map here once every 5 minutes for a grand total of 6 units. Build the most epic of armies. Lay waste to the those who would stand against us. But most importantly, have fun. Let's see. There's also no support robo. You're right! Where are support robos? Anyway, after it's big enough, you won't want to risk your whole life to stabilize it. You can also spread tank. Oh, the node. When it's big enough, if you don't want to risk your life to stabilize it, you can spread taint around it, which would make it a tainted node, which will have it lose the hungry modifier. Yeah, but do you really want a tainted node? Though, I guess that's a tactic, yeah. Anyway, let's get back to the game. Art. But before we go too much deeper in art, gotta do the stretch part of the care package. And to the right, to the left. Without tracking my face no more. Clockwise rotation. Counterclockwise rotation. All limbered up. Thank you. Heck yeah, heckin' thumpin' music. Can I go a little bit bigger? There we go. Cause yeah, 4 was too big, and 2 was too small. 3 is just right. Art with Goldilocks, anyway. What the dog drawing? The dog is still working on Erica the mushroom, We are now in shading mode. So I'm shading the skin underneath the dress. Once I am done, I'll move on to other things to shade. You're gonna disappear in a cloud of thick mist. Okay, you need to head to bed. Sleep well! Sleep well, mist! Rocket mist! Rocket mist blasting off to their bed! Another season. Wait! What am I doing? What am I even doing? Okay, hold on. Hear me out. Leg. Shade. Oh my god. Oh my god, I was making this so much harder than it needed to be. So infinitely much harder than it needed to be. Oh dear lord. I am such a goof. Look at how easy this actually is. Look at how monumentally easy all of this could have been. Layers. Gosh hecking layers. They're there for a mother heckin' reason. It's so I can do shite like this without a second thought and make my life so much easier. I don't know how to gradient. That's a skill I don't have. I know there's a tool for it. I just have never used that tool, so I don't know where it would be and how it would function. Oh, I feel like such a fool. You fool! Anyway. 3 layers.
Doubted all that I could do, knowing what I need to do. All I can say, the word.
This is just so easy now. Now that I know what the heck I'm doing, and I'm using my tools efficiently, oh, this is so much easier. Look how quick this is, too. Alright. I'm gonna go back and fix the darker as well. Layers. Layers. I forgot how to use layers effectively somehow. I guess because I was doing things the only way I could before, which was the hard way, it just... I had learned how to work harder, not smarter. And that's... Oh, But I know better now. I think it's probably too late for the darker stuff, actually. It probably doesn't matter nearly as much for the darker stuff. And then I just merge with the layer below on the dress. Yeah, no, merge with layer below. Call this dress weave. Done. Done. Alright, alright. Leg outline, don't care. Face and eyes, I don't think there's any shading involved here. Well, no, because that's just the black. Fire Shroom Orange. There is a little bit of shading here. So click your skin. Make it darker. And let's go. By the way, I have a ton. Hold on. Night. Also, dog out there throwing shade on poor defense. Okay. Dog throwing shade on a poor defense. Gosh dang you. Not that kind of shade. Oh, jeez. Moonbeam, you goof. Heckin' pecker. Let's see here. The light's probably from up above. So, here probably. And probably half of this size, because I think this is closer to the body. Back over to dress weave, eraser, all of this stuff. Alright, pen, back to Shroom Orange. Just following the curves of the leaves. Alright. Oh. Undo. Dang it. Dang it! Multiple strokes. That way, I don't end up deleting everything when I make a mistake. Multiple smaller strokes. I think everything else is fine. Well, I'm gonna do this at least. Kind of connect that line with shading. There we go. Alright. I think that's all the skin-related shading. Yeah, I don't think the hat needs any particular shades. Autumn leaf vines won't themselves be shade, but I will get to that later. The autumn leaves themselves. Oh yeah, I can make it darker by doing that. Alright. I don't know if that's dark enough. Yeah, I don't think that's dark enough. Alright, what if I just take the opposite end of the triangle? Then what does that become? Oh, the opposite end of the triangle makes it become the veins. That could be a slight problem. Okay. What if we just pull it back a little? There we go. Yeah, that's better. Kind of fade this into the line itself. Ba 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 ba. All right. Oh yeah, and then this. Yeah, it takes care of that. And now back to the vines. The vines, which are this color. Let's pull them back a bit. Much smaller. There we go. There we go. Yeah, that looks almost like a contiguous shadow, which is kind of the point. Then just the tiniest smidge here. Alright, that takes care of the leaves. Dagger, steel gray. Yeah, there does need a bit of shedding here. Mostly here. We need to dip it down to probably about there. And actually back up to, not 8. Let's go to 4, I think. No, 8 is fine. Jump over to skin. Get rid of those pixels. Alright. Is steel gray the last one? Arcane gem red. I imagine it's glowing, so no shading there. Wait! If it's glowing... No, not actively glowing. However, right here. Right here I'd like to do an effect. Translucent gem glow. So I grab the gem's coloration. I jump over to... You know what? Let's make it 15. Make sure I'm on the right layer, which I am. Ah! Translucent gem glow needs to be above, at least above the leaves. There we go. All right. Oh wait. Oh yeah. Oh, above both of the leaf things.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in us. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it rain. Tonight we gonna let it rain. Tonight we gonna.
Alright, I kind of softened the edges a bit. Alright, how's 50%? Considering it's just light filtering through it, how about 30%? Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that. That's a pretty decent effect, I think. Though, if the light source is coming from above...
Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know
kind of pull it down a little.
no, we can't turn back now.
Like so.
Danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna.
There we go. Yeah. Alright, I think Erica's done. So now the trick is how much of this can I apply to Infernia? Dress Aid can be just wholesale effectively deleted because its existence was to help with the hexagoning. Dress Weave doesn't go to Infernia, leg outline is fine as is. The face and eyes can go to Infernia. So what I want then is to copy the layer. Is there a copy layer? Probably duplicate. Yeah, duplicate the layer. And then just throw that. Whoa! Can I throw that into Infernia? Where did it go? Oh, right. And that goes where? Face size goes beneath the leg outline? There is no leg outline. Oh, then we're good. Okay. Fire Shroom Orange. That can also just be copied mostly. And that goes underneath the face size. There we go. Oh, and thank you, Thors, for the epic Rising Sun Vampire. Alright, Translucent Gem Glow. That's going to be the same, or at least roughly the same. And that goes under that. Under, but attached to. Alright. Autumn Leaf Vines will be mostly the same. And we'll go... Come on. Underneath but attached to the gem. And that was the vines? There are the veins? Yep, so regular autumn leaves, again, by and large, the same. There will be some touching up that needs to be done, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Let's see. Dagger, Steel, Gray, that'll be effectively the same. What else? Arcane Gem Red, that will be effectively the same. Alright. I can now shrink this folder and make invisible this folder, make visible this folder. And look! We're already most of the way done here. Well, not really. There's a bit to do. But that most of that transfers, and I'm pretty happy. Let's touch up what didn't transfer properly. So, autumn leaves, we're going to need to add a bit more leaf. So, right here, it's as simple as this. Done. And then over here, done. Alright. Shroom Orange is fine, but we're going to need a layer over Shroom Orange, and this is going to be Infernia dress. Or, I guess Infernia skirt. We're also going to need another new color layer called Infernia Crown. There we go. Now, Erica is mostly this nice shade of reddish. Infernia is a bit different. Aw, thank you! Aw. Anyway, Infernia is that kind of fiery hot blue. So something like
butter go.
that.
The dog with the butter.
Butter!
Go.
I'm num num butter.
On it. The dog with the butter.
Yeah!
Butter
Butter on me.
dog.
I'm num butter. Anyway. Do, 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 do. There we go. And I think the crown bits are gonna glow. So when I get to shading, let me guess. Yep, I thought so. Oh no! Okay, well, I can fix that. I'm like, I'm gonna test a thing. Okay, well, I can undo my tests. Dang. Actually, here's where having a gradient would be kind of nice. I have no idea. I want to finish this last spike on the crown. Oh, man. After all those mother heckin' hexagons, after all that work, several days of work on the stupid dress, it is almost obsolete that I'm even making this drawing at all. Infernia is almost lightning quick. Let's get over to Stream Raiders. Let's get over to YouTube Bustinar anyway. Let's put a speed up on you guys. And thank you Thors, thank you Eagle Falls, thank you Waza Anor, and thank you Sleek Husky. Let's get this battle started. Oh, there's a warrior. Are there any others? There will be one mech on our side. One is all we need. Actually, we don't even need that one, as it turns out. Yeah. You know, see, mechs can turn the tide. Mechs can also be superfluous. Congratulations, Eagle and Waza, on your extra stuff. What time is it? 3:30? I want to do one more. I want to do one more very badly. However, I think I need to call it here. So, dang. Let's get back to arts and see if there's any small thing I can do before I have to wrap up. And then I think for this one, it's the same sort of color, but I think it's here. Yeah. So if these are placed next to each other, you could, this color and that one up there with the crowns, you could see that it's clearly darker. And I think even all in all, you can see that's clearly darker. I think that one up there is going to be kind of lit up a bit. I think this one, not so much. Actually, that's where that crosses over. So I don't even need to do that now. I can do that with the bigger brush in a bit. I don't think I'm going to do shading, but I think right now I can say with a confidence that Erica is finished, and that Infernia will very likely become finished at the in the middle of the next stream, or the next art stream rather. So that's good. I'm very happy on that. Let me get the music back. There we go. YouTube doesn't like people listening to music, I swear. Hey, hon. How you doing? I am aware that I need to be wrapping up soon, and I plan to wrap up very soon. Well, decently soon, at least. What the hey? Here we go. There we go. I can jump up the size to 60. Not really. It's a mushroom creature that one of my DMs invented called a shroomling. I guess it's definitely in the same vein as a Korok. I could definitely see the relationship, yeah. They're definitely spirits of the forest / nature. They're just mushrooms. Yeah, you did. Alright, so shading is still needed, but I present to you my D&D character Infernia as a mushroom person. What do you think?
I'm sure it's drawing.
Oh, that's right. I can't ask you this sort of stuff. But yeah. There's Infernia, and there's Erica. And here is them imposed on top of each other.
Oh no, they Steven Universe fusion.
Anyway, shading will be done later. For now, this is the end of the art. File, save, to save. I'm not ready to start exporting yet. I think it's saved. Just to be sure, one more. Oh, I can't. Good. Let's get to the closing. Why won't it close? Why won't the art close? There we go. Alright. Get YouTube or Twitch up and running. Oh, Strawberry Bunny's live. Oh, I never get to raid Strawberry Bunny. I'd love to so much. Though Matsu is also live. You know what? I never raid Strawberry Bunny, and Strawberry Bunny's pretty chill. I heckin' like them, so we're raiding them. Assuming they're not ending. Here's our raid message. If you have access to my emotes, feel free to copy it wholesale. If not, mix and match whatever emotes you do have. Heck, mix and match those emotes even if you do have mine. Let's see, what else? / raid Straw Bunny. Straw Bun Here we go. Alright. Thank you everyone for joining my stream and watching me do a heckin' art. I hope you come back next time when we finish Infernia, and tomorrow we'll play Magic the Gathering with Eagle. I hope you have a great, heckin' awesome-tastic day. Farewell, students. Know that learning happens wherever you are. Seek the new and unusual with open eyes. Always be kind, but nobody's fool. May magic always be with you. But most importantly, even if you do not change the entire hecking world, you can always make a world of difference for those you help. Bye, everyone!